let's bring in the good guy doll, but you can see his nugget little feet. And also the shoes, we do have the print at the bottom, you know, it's the good guy's shoes as we know them. They're perfectly done. However, his sneakers are a little bit darker than the good guy's sneakers. Now here's our good guy's Chucky. He's all, look at those little nuggets. He has a tush, okay? And he's more sturdy. This guy is a little bit thinner and paler. He's kind of like paler. Look at his healthy glow, and he's like all paley-maley. Hold on. Want to do a little thumbnail, you guys? Oh my gosh. Oh, me with my babies. This is so cute. Okay, wait, hold on. So you got to go a little bit higher, don't you? You got to go a little bit lower. Turn more there. Okay. He's still heavier than him. They're both heavy. The good guy doll is heavier. Definitely heavier. He's chunkier. His neck. Let me see. Neck-wise, they're kind of more or less the same width. So if we were to lift them by the neck, he's still bigger. Does he stand up by himself, says Victoria? Yes, but no. So they are very top heavy. So balancing them on their legs, you really need to lean them onto something. Or what I do, my Chucky is in the bedroom. He kind of is right in front of the bed. He's looking at me all the time. There is a stack of DVDs in front of him. Chucky DVDs and other DVDs. And they kind of arrive from the bottom up to here. So my Chucky kind of leans forward and this arm leans onto the DVDs because otherwise he would fall to the front because they have foam feet. And you see how bendy they are? So if he stands, he's going to kind of fall to the front at a certain point. So because this guy has very sturdy arms and I don't keep bending them, he leans onto this, so all of the weight is up here, so he doesn't fall to the front. And I do have in the back the wall, so if he does lean to the back, he doesn't fall. Standing on their own, they can, but they're very, very wobbly. You got to be very careful because they kind of tend to fall down, and you don't want to chip them. You don't want their noses to kind of chip if they fall down, so you got to be very careful. Now, this guy here, his little like waistline and all, he's chubbier. Let me see. Yeah, he's a little bit skinnier. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. They have the same color overalls. Maybe. Hold on, let me compare the color. But I want to say it's the same exact textile. And also they did a really good job at aligning, you know, the particular print, which this does not conform to Seed of Chucky outfit necessarily, but more to Child's Play 1. The positioning of this print, because obviously for who's really into every detail, this particular print right over there, the bat, the baseball cap, and the baseball in that position, to be kind of movie accurate to Child's Play 1/2. They have that here as well, but Seed of Chucky doesn't really follow that rule of what is printed where, but they did that. They, you know, because you could just create this fabric huge amount of it printed, and then you just cut it into pieces to create the outfits, and whichever pattern falls, you know, whichever position the pattern has for your particular overall is the position it has. Done. But no, they actually told them, hey, into the factory, when you're cutting up the corduroy, and yes, this is corduroy, by the way, this is not just any, this is corduroy, just like in the movie. When you're cutting the corduroy pants, be sure that we always want this logo right about here as much as possible. And they did it as well for Seed of Chucky. So this is more movie accurate with part 1, 2. This is not accurate with Seed of Chucky. Also, his overalls have a slightly different shading in the movie, but that doesn't matter. This guy's kind of more one-to-one. Now, the shoes are very different in color. Oh my God, I can't lift you. I gotta lift you by the tushes, because that's the only way to do it. So you can see how different. So we got Seed of Chucky has a less glossy sneaker and a darker hue of red, while the Good Guy doll has a more flaming red color and more glossy. And also the mold is the same. It's the same mold, it's just a different color job, different paint job. Also the white parts on the Good Guy doll, it looks more vintagey, kind of like a yellow wash, and a Seed of Chucky is white. The bottom part of the sneaker is it's white. And the Good Guy doll is a little bit more yellowish, more like a vintagey vibe to it. I don't mind either one of the two. No, I don't. At the bottom, they both have the same pattern. Okay, me with Chucky bazookas. This is a thumbnail. Or not. Gotta stand more in the center. They did do a different job on the sweater. The sweaters are different. It's not the same sweater. I'm just touching the consistency of the two sweaters. So the Good Guy sweater seems a bit thicker. It's just they're almost the same texture, but this one is a little bit thicker than this one. Now to the arms, or to the hands. As I've said before, the Good Guy doll has his little tiny bent handlets, like we know from the movie. This guy has long honker fingers. Very different, right? Very, very different. Look at that. Very different hands. Let me do another screenshot of this. This is so funny. Just like that. More like that. And when we lift them up, you can see how much shorter the hands go for the Good Guy doll before the cut, and how much more higher up Chucky goes. Of course, they don't have bendy fingers, bendy arms. I mean, hands, fingers, they don't bend. They're just like molded plastic in that shape, and they stay in that shape. So this means that they cannot hold anything. Trick or Treat Studios has kind of hinted at or announced that there will be more Chucky dolls coming out. They are planning on adding a magnet on an updated version of the Chucky doll, where They're kind of planning to, well, not on Seed of Chucky, because he's a one-off. They're not going to be doing him again, I believe. I think Seed of Chucky, if you love Seed of Chucky, and not a lot of people do, unfortunately, but they should. If you love Seed of Chucky, then you got to get him, because he's not coming out again, I think. I mean, they will be making him again, but not in an updated version. But with Chucky, and they're probably going to do this for Bride of Chucky. Well, I don't know. But they are planning on inserting a magnet there so that when you buy his accessories, like a knife or something that has metal on it, you just kind of stick it there and it'll look like he's holding the knife, even though it's a magnet. Big honking hands, says Debbie, right? Big hands. I think those big hands are intimidating and scary, creepy. The ones on Seed of Chucky. They are more intimidating than these, although, yeah, these look more friendly, but they are creepy too, because the form of them is not really very human. The proportions are quite their own thing, I want to say. Now, final verdict, I gotta say, when I unboxed the Good Guy doll last year, the hair was all over the place. It was messy. I had to, and it's still like not perfect, the hair, but I really got used to it. I love the fact that his hair is like this. Now, I did cut it though. It was very all over the place. His hair, like the length wasn't right. It was too long on one side. So I took Chucky to the bathtub one day, and yeah, best believe I slowly, don't chuck it off just like that, because it won't grow again, obviously. If you make a mistake, you made it forever. So I could have gone a bit shorter. I could have cut his hair a bit shorter, like especially in this area here, because in the movie, in some scenes, he's quite short there and then long down there. So I could have scaled it more down, but technically just put it behind his ear and it's fine as well, the way it is. I love the back. This is very, very 80s Chucky. That kind of roundness that you see here, that is very much him in the movie. And, but I had to work to get it like that. I had to work with him. He didn't come out of the box and you just kind of fluff the hair and move it around and it's the right hair. You have to work with the Good Guy's doll hair. Also, the wig is glued a little bit too low down. It should be a little bit more up there. So his forehead is not as long as it should be, but that's all fine. Got used to that. This is the Chucky. This is my Chucky. So I love him the way he is. I trimmed the hair a little bit. Now, so there was work, but for the rest, he's just amazing. And I love how the hair works when you're kind of holding him like this. This, you see, this is perfection. This is Chucky, right? Gorgeous hair. But you had to work with the hair. So the rest, he's just perfect. This one we've just unboxed together now, and we've already seen that the hair, it's okay. Mind you, he is all very punk, very Mad Max in Seed of Chucky. His hair is like, he is the groovy, kind of punky Chucky that does whatever he does, and he is all over the place. So having this kind of creepy look is amazing. The fact that the hair is rooted and not a wig is really it's an upgrade. The fact that they're mixing the colors, that we have these shades of orange, for me, it really works very well. I'm liking that they're giving us different shades of orange. And the fact that you could just fluff them up, and the hair is a different texture than the Good Guy's doll. This one is kind of a little bit more moldable, I feel. I love the fact that just this little tiny, you look like more like Dennis the Menace with this thing. So the fact that he just kind of, you know, look, you could do a lot of things with his hair right out of the box. It doesn't have to be movie accurate. The doll moves they use like 20 different dolls in the movie anyway, so there's always changes depending on what scene you're looking at in the movie. So it's fine that that he's not as perfect in every way, because you know what I mean? You kind of move him around, you twist him, and the hair has a good life of its own, because as you're moving him, you see what I mean? The hair has life. It does have that dynamic. It kind of shifts with him, you know? And it's kind of, it's really cool. So if you're like, a lot of people like to style it. They even use gel or sprays and they kind of set it in place. It's not going to move anymore. I think what is cool about this hair, it has almost like an oily sheen to it, texture to it. So it has a heft. It doesn't just like all bobble up and stay all up and frizzy. It keeps falling down. It has a heft and a weight to it, which makes it really, really beautiful. I'm definitely loving this hair. It is better quality than the Good Guys doll. The Good Guys doll arrives a little bit frizzy. This guy is, well, maybe because the other thing is a wig that is glued onto his scalp, and this is rooted hair, so it's a different quality of hair altogether. But I mean, he's a punk rocker, okay? He is. What do you guys think? Would be good to do a short movie with them, says Sharon. Has the Good Guys doll have a wig on? Yeah, the Good Guys doll has a wig. So that's so cute, giving your son a haircut. You did a great job, Dacob. Thank you so much. I think those big hands are intimidating. Oh, yeah, yeah. So anyway, honking hands, shovel hands. So that's that, you guys. That would be my assessment of this guy. Will the foam hold? Oh, by the way, the shoes are detachable. He does have socks that are detachable as well, just like the Good Guy doll. So they did go that extra mile to, you know, give him little socks. The foam is what it is. It's the worst part of this doll is that foam. And you know that foam is not, it's not going to last. You know that this guy's going to become dust. He's just going to become a head with hands and clothes and sneakers. So I wonder how we're going to find a solution to preserving him, like giving him a new body in the future. I don't know. I'm sure somebody who refurbishes dolls can kind of work out a system. But let's hope he lives a long life. Baby Yoda's going to get a heart attack. Baby Yoda's gonna get a heart attack. Yeah, Baby Yoda, he's here as well. Wait, let me take... Baby Yoda is... Wait, hold on. Baby Yoda. He's like, oh my god. He's like, oh my god, you guys. He's like, oh my god, you guys. You guys. Oh, I can't. Wait, I can't hold it. He's like, oh my god, you guys. It's like, I can't handle this. I can't. He's like, yeah, 2 of them now, huh? No. So that was Baby Yoda. Had a cameo appearance in this Chucky Halloween Extravaganza. Let me do another screenshot. Maybe that one is kind of cute with us all together here. Good Guy doll. Chucky. I need to show your hair. See, it's a bit more frizzy. His hair stays up. It's a different hair texture than this guy. And he has to stand more up to look at you, and this guy has to go more down. So the angle of the body is also very different. So for Seed of Chucky to look more at you, he has to bend backwards. And the Good Guy doll, to have that eye contact with you, you have to kind of bend him more forwards. So there's that difference as well. little moment. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This was the Halloween extravaganza with Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Bride of Chucky, the whole Chucky. You know, we're dedicating this whole thing just to the Chucky world because of the TV show. So Don Mancini, thank you so much for letting all the kids in the world dream good dreams, and Jennifer Tilly for being the best Tiffany in the world. Thank you guys so much in the chats for having been with us. Hey, look at me just chilling with my dudes. Check me out. We can do another screenshot. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, Laura, hey, CC Spy. I didn't know you were still with us. Thank you, finally, to see him. Oh, Debbie, you know, I promised you we were going to do an unboxing. I just wanted a special occasion. No better occasion than the launch of the TV show, which is so amazing. I really wholeheartedly recommend all of you to watch it however you can, wherever you can and whenever you can. The TV show is cool. Sure, it's horror, it's a bit scary, there's a bit of gore, but the message at the bottom of it is very, very modern. And the fact that evil isn't always evil and good isn't always good, that to me is a very, very modern concept. I mean, it's not a modern concept, but in media, it is a modern concept. We're so used to, you know, cancel culture and everything it's either morally exactly fitting the box that it's given in the times we live in, otherwise it's canceled. Well, things aren't that simple. Things are never that simple. And this show shows us that things are never that simple. And I respect it a lot for that. And I also respect it a lot for the beautiful cinematography, great casting, great costume design, puppeteering is amazing. The special effects are great. You guys, what more can you ask from a horror movie? Well, what more can you ask from a horror movie? For a great horror movie to become a horror series, so you get more of it. 10 episodes of about 1 hour each? Hell yeah. That's basically what horror dreams are made of. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this live stream, be sure to tune in next. Oh, Laura's is always here. Thank you so much. Be sure to tune in next week as we count down to Halloween with another brand new topic. You could check out my last week's video and live stream, which was dedicated to nightmares. It was all about nightmares and the symbology of nightmares in culture. And we also got to share our own nightmares that we had together individually. But so last week's live stream was Nightmare. This week's live stream was the Chucky Halloween Extravaganza. Next week, the live stream might have a call-in, call-through Halloween costume night or day, depending where you are. So I'll update you on that. So you might be dressing up and we might get the camera working so that you could call in and you could just, you know, sorry, not next week. You see, for me, it's Halloween all year round. I meant on Halloween. Actual Halloween. On Halloween, we might do, if I manage to get the camera to work, I'll let you guys know. We can do costumes sharing and wearing costumes together on camera on Halloween. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned also for next week's Halloween live stream on Totally Dacob with a brand new topic. As I said, Nightmare last year, Chucky last year. Nightmare last week, this week Chucky. Next week is going to be a brand new Halloween topic. So, big round of applause for our mods. This was, Paul Unicorn. How's it going, sweetie? A round of applause for our mods, for Debbie, for Jack, for Audrey and Gary, for keeping the chat safe. And round of applause to all my wonderful co-viewers and co-chatters and the supporters of the Fashion Bunker and of Totally Dacob. This was a little bit of fun spent together with gore, but gore with aesthetics, you know, the stylish gore. Until next week, stay spooky, stay kooky, stay nightmarish, galoreish, fabulous. See you all next week. Never forget to never give up on Chucky love. Love y'all. Oh wait, is there any more chats, comments? Dacob, I am a Patreon. I hear you guys says I am. Hey. Yes, you can follow me, you can subscribe, you can join me on Patreon and become a member as well. On the main channel, obviously. So Totally Dacob doesn't have memberships yet because we haven't reached the amount of subscriptions we need. So subscribe to the channel, it means a lot. The more people subscribe and the more content we get to make. I will be wearing a Dacob costume, says Robert. Angela Q says, thank you, Dacob. Thank you so much. Aisha sends hearts. Robert says, ooh, love it. Costume idea, you guys. Get your cameras ready. We'll be watching the Chucky movie, says Letty. Chucky movies, best thing to watch as you count down to Halloween. One Chucky movie a day keeps the doctor away. And Jenny, thank you so much. Letty, Robert, Debbie. Deuces. Love y'alls. Until next time, never forget to never give up on Chucky love. Bye.